Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Another day of Astro Gravitational Report on Astrology. I want to say thank you guys for coming here, watching the videos. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you for the click, the like, the shares, the subscribes, the support, everything. Thank you. It's good to have this in order. But what is in order? When there is no order, it has to be created order. But is everything is in order according to the order that was it during the creation? One of those things you're gonna be realizing it today. That is gonna be particularly the way I see it in there. That's gonna be the May 3rd, and May 4th. What are you going to set up your mind with this? There's going to be a lot of mind tuning. Okay, let me explain what tuning is if you're into the cars. Okay, there is this beautiful time with the timing, the proper spark plugs, the proper explosion, and proper fuel to goes into the chambers, the burning chambers of the engine, so it can get the maximum out. Okay, but everything has to be in a perfect time, amount, and synchronization. Since the moon is going to be going on into to Pisces, she's in a Pisces. She's going to be have this 150 degrees with Mars, and that is going to be that point of can you be getting ready for action? Okay, so right now, since the moon is in Pisces, is about mind work. Okay, before you tune up your engine, you have to tune up what your mind to understand what are you doing, how the whole process is going on, how is everything works, and all this. I would say analytical part, but that more analytical part is not like the analytical part of what is going on in the physical realm as far as the biology that comes in and how the things are working into the earth. We are talking about the logic of how everything begins and how everything would have end. And this is the job of the Pisces because the one fish beginnings to turn and the other beginnings to go into the end. So it's kind of like the one going forward, the other goes behind. So those two Pisces energies, it's gonna be within you. So you're gonna be finding yourself of you tuning yourself for those energies, but they are for tomorrow. What is happening tomorrow though? The moon is gonna be joining what the North Node positions of where you're going in life. It's gonna be going into Venus and Saturn. So we're gonna be seeing it that today you're going to be preparing yourself to understand those energies, to be flowing within those energies, to understand what actually the love is. To get everything, that energy is going to be also trining with Mars. So now, with all those energies that we are coming in, particularly towards Mars, everything is going to come when you make up your mind. That logic, that intuition that it comes in, and the knowledge that it comes in with the moon, it's going to be presetting, and it comes in when the moon and Mars are coming in together. What are you going to choose? Okay, the dark side, the light side, the gray. Are you going to be choosing what it was chosen already? Okay, and if you see this picture of the timing in there, the timelines and everything was set from the beginning of time. And you're wondering on what time you are, what timeline maybe you be. All these processes within Pisces, and all of a sudden you are going to be like waking it up into what? To here now on Earth of what you need to do as the moon is going to be going into Aries. So this is a this presetting of the mind, and as we are talking about this here, it's your 7 o'clock in the morning. Basically, this is gonna be on a 6 hours from now as I'm speaking to you. Here it's pretty much 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, midheaven still. It's gonna be at the end of Capricorn, pretty much at the beginning of Aquarius. We have the ascendant that's gonna be at Gemini, and the work within yourself to be friendly with everything that it's communicating out there. socialized butterflies, and so on and so on. But we're seeing that energy, it is opposing Mars, T-squaring Lilith, and T-squaring the Sun. A lot of situations about authority. And as we are seeing it, that the moon, it's already been entering Pisces in there. We're seeing this energy. We are looking at towards what? Towards what the ascendant and Uranus is going to be given into us. There is something we have to accomplish here in the material world, but we have to do it what? In the friendliest way. So this energy is going to be calling for so many things in there. You're going to be finding out that if you are at 7 o'clock, you're starting your shift. Some of your co-workers, they're going to be very friendly. Some of you, it's like, don't even bother me. I haven't had my coffee yet, right? So you know what I'm talking about, particularly when you are, not fully awake and somebody's coming with the questions for you and you're like, my mind is not here, right? What is your mind? Your mind, it is about that there's going to be some certain changes, but your mind is about also the actions of what you need to be properly done. So you're presetting your mind. And as in the next hour at 8 o'clock, we have the midheaven at the mid of Aquarius. That's going to be trining the ascendant, which is with Jupiter. That is a great time of you're growing within these new ways, these new energies. You are more positive. You feel like, man, the things are moving, right? But Venus and Jupiter is like, what happens in there? You feel like you're not growing within love. Have a patience, okay? Have a patience because this energy is right there with the Saturn and Venus, that it's pretty much going out of this square in there is going to be coming out, and they are going to be coming down a little bit. We're going to be seeing it as Venus is going to be moving more. With that energy is going to fall off, and right now all those restrictions going to be removed. Why? Venus and Saturn are going to be coming together. They're going to be crossing things. All right. While the North Node, it's continue going towards Aquarius. Okay. We're going to be seeing some things that is going to be some more deeply have to go within setting up our mind. Because if you don't make up your mind, you're never going to make up nothing. And if you don't make up nothing, you're not going to have any actions. And that's what Mars is important. Mars says, I don't know what to do, what action to take. I'm out of my mind. And the moon says, take it easy. I'm in Pisces. I'm going to be go looking at deep within us. Take it easy. We're going to be fixing all this. Okay. So that's is going to be that positive energy. We're going to feel it during the next hour because the midheaven is going to be with the moon. That power, that divine energies right here, I'm talking about there is gonna be coming out toward us in a much more stronger way. Mars is gonna be kind of like, okay, I got it. All right, do your work. I'm gonna be sitting here and chill out and relax. You, intuition knows what you're doing. Let's do the research. Let's do this. And a lot of you maybe is gonna be finding out that you are gonna be searching for something. But what are you gonna be searching? One thing you're gonna be searching in Pisces is one thing: truth and only the truth. Okay? Pisces finding out that they know the beginning and the end. They know everything, right? One thing they don't realize is that they have to cross into the new beginning. And they don't like it. Why? Because with the new beginning begins a new knowledge, begins a new things, begins a new understanding, begins a new situations. And they're like, I already went through all this. I don't want to go anymore. Right? And that's how some of you is going to be feeling about this. Uranus in its own way, he's going to be squaring the moon, and he's going to be like, are you going in the right direction? See, if you're feeling like something is off, something is not right, that is it because you don't know the whole truth. You're going to be searching for something that you want to understand, whatever that might be. This could be an area of interest, hobbies, personality, inner changes that you are going through, particularly, and feeling vibrations and spirituality and so on. Everything that it has to operate with setting up your mind. But who sets the mind? The priorities, right? And so who sets the priorities? The sun. Okay. So now we have the sun that is in Taurus, and the sun in Taurus says like we need to get the things for survival. And the moon is like, okay, okay, take it easy. I know you're fighting with the warriors within you. For him and you, I'm trying to get the two the same thing, right? So here is the moon is going to be the mediator between Mars and the sun. As you see, these beautiful energies of divine energies from Mars that are going into the moon is sextiling the sun. That's how that energy is going to be flowing. Okay, so the more you calm down the warrior within you, the better it comes in because you're allowing the warrior basically to go into the meditation mode. Okay, you're going to is deeply within that meditation and it's like I need to see, I need to calm down the anger, I need to calm down this thirst for revenge, but I have to prepare myself ready for what it's coming. Okay, and what is going to be coming? You're going to be learning about love, but we're going to see on the May 3rd and May 4th what is going to happen in there. Hi, next hour, 10 o'clock, Ascendant is at Cancer, family situations in a good positions, a lot of mindset about the family, okay? Mid-heaven, it's in a mid-Pisces pretty much, and you're gonna feel this very positiveness in it, that in the end of the day, it's always matter, it's about the family. You're gonna figure this parts out because the last thing of the whole zodiac sign is this spiritual vibration, emotional, gravitational understanding, which is in Pisces. Okay, your 12th house will point out why you are there. Your 12th house is going to show the things in you because that represents that energies of Pisces, particularly. Okay, and this is how when you met someone, you can like them or you can reject them. You don't know why you don't like him. You don't know why you reject them, or you don't know why you like them in the first place. Your mind is already know because feels the energies, feels the vibrations, and it creates these emotions in you. Either they're gonna make you feel good, or then you're gonna be like, oh, I don't even know that person at all. And you don't know why, right? But later on, things is gonna be coming to you. All right. Talking about 11 o'clock, Ascendant is going to be with Mars. You feel like Mars is rising on the horizon. Now this warrior, it's out of these meditations. It's coming out. It's like, okay, let me see. Let me wake up. Let me get out in there. Now you get you enough coffee blowing at 11 o'clock. You finally like making it up in there. You feel more alive. Ascendant, it's going into Aries is about this positive energy. And now with that positive energies in there, we're seeing this beautiful trines with all this pack of planets pouring down to Mars. It's like, here, get this positivity. But you maybe feel drained, you may feel exhausted of all this, looking into the shadow of going through these transformations and fighting authorities in there. And you feel like I'm exhausted. And you're gonna feel like it's time for me to surrender all this fight. And if you're surrendering the fight, that is how you're going to win. Because when you drop what is heavy, you're gonna grab something that is light. Okay? See how that works for you. You guys gonna like it. Gonna feel very well. All right, 12 o'clock, mid-heaven, it's gonna be at the mid of Aries, beautiful energies with Jupiter. Ascendant, there is in Leo is gonna be this king ego, lower self that it's coming out. But at the same time, it's looking towards Saturn, and Neptune is like, that is something I'm doing wrong. You see, that it is that fifth year of creations, when you understand the creations, that is the time when you begin to build the blocks of Lego. That is the first time when you actually start and looking at what can you create. This is the time when you express yourself, when you draw. You see, that is there. Hi, Jolene. Lighten up the load to move better. Exactly. Travel light in the light, right? That's what I like. Okay. Seeing it in there with this, you're gonna be asking yourself why it's so heavy on me. What kind of burden I'm carrying? What kind of situations I'm carrying? It's not about you to the burden. It's just collective energy is the way it is. Okay. Some of you may have to fix something who is what is personal, particularly people who have Chiron in areas. Okay. All right. Be honest with you. I got one. Probably you do have. And you have something that it's coming and chasing you over and so on. But with those collective energies is to understand that with peace we are going to a progress, with war we are going to a destructions. And this is a what usually those two of them, I'm talking about Pluto and Mars, when they're in oppositions, you don't know. You don't know what is going to happen. It's the same thing like in a Star Wars. You did not knew that this little Anakin Skywalker can become a Darth Vader, right? And that is gonna be like this young Mars walking into this Leo. It's like I want to be, I want to be this. I got this power, I got this force, and I got all this, and so on and so on. In there, it try to show off, right? And put this like you're not ready for your destiny yet. Where do you think you're going? So that expansions that we are talking about today with the moon, it's gonna come, and as the moon is moving a little bit more farther ahead, she's gonna be lowering and lowering that energy towards Mars because she sees how Mars is like. Okay, but you give the informations anyway. You talk to it anyway. It's the same way that even though that Yoda was sensing that he should not be trained, he was trained. I'm talking about Anakin. And that's how you're going to feel this intuition inside of you. But the moon, it's going to be a very beautiful mediator again and expanding from within you because she is trine with Lilith and sextiling the sun, right? So now we see in it the moon, the intuition, it is kind of like a look at it how to resolve the conflicts. This diamond shape grand square, which is a T squares between four points of the zodiac sign, it's always leading to something. Sometimes the people who have these things in a chart, they can go through the same thing over and over and kind of like I can't get out. Well, you can get out, okay? Talk to the astrologers because right here it's your exit line. If you have this red square, it's basically you have no choice but to get out of here, right? You have no choice but to get out of here, and you have to go in here. So now you can be going out of there within yourself and see how you're gonna be finding exit out, right? The exit that you're gonna be seeking it from all these collective energies, all these karmic situations, and now you're like, I feel better with the what? The spiritual vibrations within your own self. Because those spiritual vibrations, they are setting up your mind. All right. You're learning things. The ascendant that's going to be at Leo is in divine energies with Venus and Saturn, right? That is it, the moment when you feel like when you hurt somebody, you know, in the beginning, you don't realize it. But when it takes a little time, right? You go back home and you understand that you hurt somebody and you're like, should I apologize? Should I not? Should I get? Should I do this? And so on. That goes on within your mind, right? All that energy, but you don't feel like it, right? Well, you're gonna understand that the ascendant opposing the moon is exactly that. You're going against your feelings, your emotions. Don't go against the emotions because the universe is watching us, okay? But you have choices. You go the ascendant, you overcoming your authority, then ascendant is with Lilith. So now we have this powerful exits that it's coming more and more. It's like, get off, snap out of it, of all this stuff, and doing the proper thing. The proper thing is going to be coming up, but right now we are going to be going at um, the chart was not shifted. There you go. Here it's that we are going to be having these situations within the shadows. Okay, midheaven is going to be a Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is in Aries. There is a sextile in there. Fire in air. I'm going to be thinking lightning fast. You see, sometimes the Gemini, it's they talking before they're thinking. And sometimes Aries is exactly the same way, right? It's just particularly people who have a Mercury and Aries, they just talking, and they're like, I should have not said that, right? And then you have the other side, which is the Gemini. It's like they talk, it's like, oh, it was all about me. I may hurt the other person's feeling. Oh, well, it is what it is, right? But not in this case, because right now we are going to have the midheaven that it's going to be have these divine energies with Lilith. It's about looking at within the depth inside, the depth of the transformations, and how can you transform who? Mars. Okay. So as midheaven, it's trining Pluto. We see that the energies of Pluto that it's going to be comes out, and it's going to be like, you need to what? Learn about creation. Is in the fifth house. What are you going to create? How are you going to create? What you create? What kind of situations you're going to create? What kind of situations are you going to put yourself into it? Right? That is also the fifth house. Okay. So if you have some things that you put yourself in there into, take a look at your fifth house. All right. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, 4 o'clock. Midheaven is with Jupiter. That is going to be start getting effects over the past karma. We are going to start looking at and seeing it. What is it? The past that we did is not helping us to grow. You don't want to communicate for what you did in the past karma. Thank God you don't pretty much know about it. I will not suggest you to go to kind of like a and therapy and all this so you can be able to see what you did in the past life regressions I'm talking about because sometimes you stay there. Okay, so don't do that. What you need to do is look at it right now, the wounds that you need to heal now. Okay, because if you're going through this past life regressions, you may gonna see a wounds that you already healed, but they're gonna take your time, effort, and energy of what you need to do now. So focus it right now within that energies because midheaven is sextiling Chiron. Chiron is what? Divine energies with the ascendant. It's pointing you out here. That's what this is. Okay, get it right this time. Don't repeat the things from the past, but get it right. All right, we're going in 5 o'clock. Midheaven. It's at Cancer. This is another cardinal situations. We talk about those areas: Cancer, Libra, and a Capricorn situations. You know, we talk about also the Pisces, the Gemini, the Virgos, the Sag energies. Okay, so basically, right now it's kind of like the whole zodiac signs. Everything is just kind of like going crazy, because we have all these different types in there. Particularly that we have the Sun and is at oppositions with Lilith and Pluto and Mars are in oppositions. is that is in the fixed science, and nobody wants to fix anything, and everyone is stubborn to change their mind. Wow, the moon, it's like nobody wants to do the right thing. I'm gonna do it. You see, and this is why it's important today. When you see this kind of like positions in the charts in there, to understand why the astrology is the way it is. Why does it create this magnetic field that creates this and there? Yep, exactly, Jolene. All right, that reminds me about Peter Pan and Smee, Mr. Smee, right? Mr. Smee, pipe up the crew. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. Exactly, that's what this is. A little bit of fun with that, but it's a very beautiful energies. I love the animation movie of Peter Pan. Um, um, and pipe up the crew, right? But that it is about these moments that we are going to be learning that it is about the future generations, the future family, right? The midheaven, you see the green light, it says like here, that is it, the road you need to go. The sun that is in Taurus is divine energies with the ascendant in Libra. That is it, they need to go. You need to make a balance between what? Heaven and earth, right? Between emotions and innovating, experiencing something new, deeper innovations, deeper emotions about the family. And how the things is gonna be what? More and more understandable. Even though that the energies are kind of like pushing from our angles that it's possible, the moon find what? Find the solutions. You see, the moon is trining Lilith and is trining the midheaven and Cancer. Very powerful emotions, right? And what the emotion is, it's energies in motion. And the energies in motion creates what? Magnetic field. Magnetic field creates what? Gravitation. And that's how this whole universe operates in there. That's how we are operating. Okay, that's how everything inside of your body is operating with these micro things. Okay, this micro world the way you are inside of you. Okay, that's how it all works, and we're seeing it through these charts. All right, let's keep on going. Time flies by. All right, 6 p.m. Midheaven is gonna be at Cancer, squaring the ascendant. Things is gonna be like you sit down, tired, exhausted of all this, and you're like, now what? It's like all I see, I don't see an exit. I don't see this. No, there is some exits. You have to look at it where? Within you. Don't look at it within others. Never looking at within the others. Because when you're looking at within the others, you're gonna be what? Depending on it. And if the others cannot do it, guess what? You have to do it, right? So this is kind of like an energies that shows up. What is it? The family values and why we don't have a balance. Well, we don't have a balance because we don't know how to talk first of all to each other. We talk for other things, but not for the truth. We are talking about for visions, but we don't understand that we are doing projections instead of expanding the visions of what it is. Okay. And this is what you're going to learn, that when you're talking about something, all of a sudden you're going to get the visions for advanced understanding about the things the way they are. And this is how all this evolution is going to happen. Okay? Because you're going to guessing something, then you're going to guessing something, then you're going to verify it, then you're going to be like, I need to trust more. These feelings. I need to trust the force. May the force be with you guys. All right. Well, we're going to know about it. This is 7 o'clock. We're going to know when the moon is arrived here. We're going to see these choices. And the choices we are going to be kind of like making it pretty much every day around this time. It's the same thing. I'm going to go back into the movie. It's like Anakin was serving to the Jedi's, but then he made a commitment to Palpatine to join the dark side, right? So he was between, he was having a nightmares, a night that Padme is going to be dying, and he has to save her from the dead, while the Palpatine was screwing up his mind. So you're gonna feel those kind of like a similar energies with this. There's gonna be no balance because of the wounds in the past. What is your wounds though? You see, in the movie, Anakin wounds was his mother, and his anger because his mother was organized by Palpatine to be get and grabbed and so on and so on in there. So anger can be developed within Anakin, and you should look at it, your anger within yourself, or within your dislike of a balance in there. Those wounds that are not properly healed, you to go ahead and see them and controls them. And that's how what? That's how you're gonna grow. Dio, how do you know this? Well, here how Dio knows this, okay? The ascendant is a trinic with Jupiter, which just represents the growth, and Jupiter is sextiling with Chiron. There you go, okay? This is how the energies is coming in and the configurations, and it says, here's the exit. Instead of fighting that, you're gonna grow, you're gonna mature, you're gonna understand, and then you're gonna be what? Move on. Don't seek the revenge. Understand. Let the universe handle it. Okay? There is no better things than just let the things in the hands of the universe. Works like a charm, okay? Because the universe is already preset everything. And when you let it go to the universe, there is this magic that happens. Okay? Universe is like you line it up within the universe. You're not going, you line it up. All right, 8 o'clock. We've seen this energies of the ascendant of Leo that it's going to be squaring the true Lilith. Yeah, the truth has been hidden. The truth, speaking about the truth may set you free, but the truth can also piss you off. So you gotta be very careful with the truth. But the truth is one, so might as well you accepting it. We're gonna be seeing that the mean Lilith is gonna be rising in the horizon. So now you've been in a mini in there, you're gonna be seeing of in self what is about that. You see, that is one of the shadow, the ego, the lower self wants to take over the authority, and the moon sees that and is like, don't you dare to go into the dark side, right? Don't you dare to create all this. I'm coming to save your, you know what I mean, right? Your rear end, your bum, right? That's what the moon is going to be doing. The moon is at home, the fourth house. She represents the family. She knows, she sees, she's understand. That is her job. Is the same thing with the female wolf that she comes in and stays in the front, right? When they get in together for what? For life. Okay, that's what goes into the wolf families. All right, the truth start coming out as the ascendant and the true Lilith are coming in. Now the intuition is like, I got the truth. You got some kind of like a truth within you. It's the same time the midheaven that it's a at Virgo, that divine energies is pointing towards Saturn and Venus. You know who your true love is, you. And then you know how it feels the true love within you, and that true love goes into your partner. Right? That's how you're gonna know. But also that love, it's gonna go to what? To the authority, and then it's gonna be going into the shadow, it's gonna be going into the moon, and it's gonna be what? A beautiful thing of understanding. Okay? You will understanding the truth that is as it is. And when you're accepting it, you're forgiving. All right? Don't forget about this forgiving part. Because that way you're not gonna be re-engaged this. People who not forgive, they have a tendency to carry that over And that's going to be looking to a lack of maturity. And we're going to be seeing it as the midheaven is at the mid of Virgo. That it's squaring Jupiter, the growth that we made it today. That's going to be opposing the moon because guess what? You're not trusting your emotions. You're not trusting this moon that's setting up and tuning to this engine that you're going to be getting at there. It's not this fine adjustments. It's not the believing it in that. Why? Because you want your agenda. You want something that is going to be your way, not this alignment of the universe that it's already been preset. And that's what you have what hard time because you don't understand. In order to fix your mind within the timelines as a present, as the way it is, as it is, you have to what? Let it go of what you think it is. Right? And at the end of the day, we're going to have a balance. That is going to be the midheaven at Libra. You see all this energies that comes in. You figure that out. The energies, maybe it's a little bit intense. And then you're going to be stay for another hour or two up. But all those energies are pointing out what? The authority. That authority in there that lies within yourself. It's going to be where? In the fifth house. The sun in the fifth house. I create myself. But how are you going to be creating yourself if you don't understanding yourself? See, and that's what this energies they are going to be from Leo towards Pisces is going to come out. Okay, we're talking about the 12th house to the 5th house energies. Those are particularly divine guidelines in there. So if you have this yacht between your 12th and the 5th house in there, you're going to be seeing things. They're going to be very powerful. But with this energies as we are going at right now, very beautiful times for creating the balance. Everybody, it's kind of like, okay, we see things. We get some of the jobs done. Thankful for the moon that is got all this energies and so on. And now we can be going to bed nice and smooth. So with that being said, this was the report for today. And I'm going to be shifting you a few hours ahead as we are going to be going at 7 o'clock in the morning because you see the moon is going to be beginning to square Jupiter. After we've been grown, this is going to be about that growth within the mind. You see, you cannot go do a big things with a small mind. You have to expand. And with that energies, we are going to be seeing it. What areas we expand and what area we have not. But that is about tomorrow. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow. Good love. And I wish you a good day and good night.